set your priorities straight. Stay out the way. We could hit Paris and get lemonade. So by the way, you knew what I feel, we gon' miss a place. But then in the case, I asked her what did she say? She said, you be in my head, you be in my head every day. You be in my head, you be in my head like every day. She said, boy, you in my head like a memory don't fade. You make them tunes that just light up when they hum. You be in my head, you be in my head. All in my head like moss to flame. Time that we spend stuck on replay. I got problems that be hard to explain. Most of my feelings too hard to convey. Low-key, I hate how I push you away. Stuck in your head when I'm all in your bed. When I hit it, I'm leaving no closure. Neighbors knocking, I don't think they condone it.
Speeding and camera rolling. And this is like a really wide angle. So this is like a sound blanket right here. I was hoping that it would kind of make the audio better for today, and also keeping the mic like right in on me. But hey guys, it's Q or local Marquet here, and today we're going to be talking about gels and how they can enhance your cinematics. That was a short film that I made just for this specific YouTube video to showcase how I wanted to use gels and to use them to spice up my projects. Oftentimes I see a lot of films and YouTube videos, whether it be music videos even, that use gels to kind of express an emotion. I really think it's something you can use in more of an expressionistic way to convey whatever mood you're trying to for whatever scene you're trying to create. So let's get right back into the video. I want to break down some of the stuff in there. So the big couple of things that I see in this scene that I like a lot were just the opening shot. I want to do something a little bit more perspective to catch the attention of the viewer, which is something we'll get into editing maybe another day. But a big thing on how to kind of show the level of depth in this scene here is the scene with the lighter, and how the lighter and the window contrast each other, where I have a lighter in the foreground with the window in the background, and right off the bat you can see two different sources of light, right? So the first source of light you're going to see here in the very beginning of the video is just the window. So you see the window's lit, probably something shooting through the outside back into the window to backlight me. What is shooting back there is an aperture 120D, and I use that in all of my projects. The importance of me putting the window outside instead of key lighting myself here is so that I can have that silhouette effect, but more so to show the color of the gel. And the gel is blue, giving it a little bit of a icier and definitely more of a cooler white light instead of the warm contrast. So right there on the edge of the window, you get this really cool effect where there's this very nice blue splash on the white paint, and in the foreground we have the warmer light from the lighter just to give it a nice contrast. I thought it was really cool to be able to kind of mix your color palette up with the ability to make a scene look more interesting with just like technically white light, but you can tint it between the radius of it being cooler or warmer, which kind of give it like almost a blue or an orange tint to it. It's a really nice way to texture your scene when you think about how to properly use light temperatures. Still can't say why I feel so fluent. Feel like I'm running in place, I have to look at myself in the mirror like what are we doing? That window is also gelled. I went back around a couple of days later and gelled this window with a 1/4 orange CTO. It's almost like putting like an orange filter over my lens, but instead of on the lens, I put it on the window frame there to give me the same kind of effect. I made it a bit warmer so that when I woke up it felt more like nostalgic, or it felt like more like a warm sunny day. It's winter right now. Sky is gloomy all the time, like the sun's not out too prominently or too long. Hated on me still, maybe work too hard for this shit, no way you gonna take it from me. Had to lock in on myself, make sure I can hit all my dreams. Why when you better yourself to your friends try to turn into me? If you haven't noticed yet, in the bathroom I have a very interesting tint on all my lighting in there. So for this scene I lit everything with a aperture 120D, you know, same thing I'm using to light myself right now. And I put a nice green over filter that came with the whole package of it. It's like this it's like a bonnet, if you guys know what a bonnet is. And I essentially put it over top of the front of the Fresnel lens for my light, splashing it up into the ceiling of my bathroom. On the wall I taped some 251 white diffusion. It was actually a white frost to put right over the bathtub because I didn't have a way to boom it over my tub without getting the light in the scene. So I just bounced it off of the ceiling and then into the diffusion to the soft frost, and then put a little bit of duvetine, which is like the solid material or a black material, that can flag off the light and make sure it doesn't bounce anywhere else into the bathroom without me wanting it to, or making the entire scene too bright. Still giving it that very gloomy and frosty and like horror movie kind of feel where it looks a little bit off-putting and dark. I'm a really big fan of dark and low lighting and ways that you can implement that while keeping an area look very well lit but also ominous. Filmmaking is very DIY, and that's one of the best things about it, is like you can get so many effects so many different ways, and you can also create new effects based on what you have. It's really problem solving, and like it's like playing with Legos. I've always loved Legos as a kid, so that's what we basically doing now here. Alright, so the last in the video is some like fake VTS I did for a photo shoot recently on my Instagram. So definitely check out my Instagram. My Instagram is local Marquet, just like the YouTube channel name, just like my website name. And I have a lot of my content for the music videos I shoot, short films, and just content that I love to create on there. So I do a lot of BTS and stuff like the music videos and the YouTube videos that I make on this channel on my Instagram. So please make sure to check out my Instagram to see everything that I create. The biggest thing that you can obviously notice here is that the middle window is blue. And the middle window is blue not to fit the scene exactly, but because I wanted it to stand out. Like I've already given you 2 examples of gels. So here we have 2 CTO gels on each side, and those are a quarter CTO. In the middle, I think it's a full stop of CTB, which is a blue gel that I put on that window just to give the scene a little bit more contrast, and because it fits the outfit for real. But that is the thought for this scene, just to make it a little bit more contrasty, not just with the lights and darks, but with different temperatures of light. Like layer your scenes with more than just contrast between light and dark. But yeah, there are a lot of interesting ways to use gels, such as putting them on your window, or if you're not going to put them on your window, you could put it over like a lens filter, like putting a gel over a UV filter. All right, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I very much appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.